Mastermind Sessions by the Escano brothers, the #1 content creator duo for the world's leading millennial influencers and brands. With work featured in Forbes, Entrepreneur, and Inc. magazine. This is the meeting for the purpose-driven, making moves in entrepreneurship, creating lifestyle, and shaping culture. Come through and vibe.
Yo, Mikado on the mic.
Maddie on the mic.
Checking into the Mastermind. Hope y'all enjoyed that intro.
What do you think of our intro?
I think it's pretty sick, man. Really captures the whole Mastermind effect. And really just gathering the best of minds. I mean, we had Steph Curry in there. We had Bill Gates come in there.
Simon Sinek, Bob Proctor, Kanye West. I think everybody's looking for sound bites these days, like a sound bite to their life. On our end anyway, we want to make it the most comprehensive, the most entertaining, and also the most value that we can offer to you guys. So it's not something that we want you guys to come in and then write down some notes. I feel like, you can do that with any other podcast, I think where we really differentiate ourselves is, and we try to, because we feel like this works for us. And we're going to improve things with feedback and whatnot, but I think the main goal is to really provide value on a level that's never really been done before.
Yeah, and this is us by nature. I love that, by the way, bro. Yeah, this is us by nature. If we don't know something, or if we have a train of thought, we'll back that up by authority figures and experts in the space. And we always reference, even just when we're discussing different ideas and stuff, just thinking who has been there and done that already, even if that is in a different industry. I think that's one of the key things, looking into different industries and seeing what's working and bringing it back into your own industry. That's where real innovation happens. I was going to say Tom Ford, but what's his name? Who's the guy behind Ford? Henry Ford. Tom Ford.
I think culturally speaking, it's probably Kanye. Obviously having a huge amount of success in the music industry and applying that same creativity method, his fashion that he's put out, taking bits and pieces and creating something new. He goes into music, he will chop up samples or whatever. One thing that I found out was when he was putting his clothes together, he didn't know exactly how to put it together, like with the fabrics and everything. So the one thing that he had to do was collage it, like Photoshop, come up with something new. So it's interesting.
I really do like that concept and that's where vision really plays a part in making something a reality. Is not only do you have to play that in your mind, but I feel like the bit between an idea and something that comes to fruition is creating mock-ups, the most basic of things, like a skeleton, and putting that onto paper or putting that onto a screen. It's almost alive already. Before you know it, you got something happening. I'm a testament to this as well. Is you can have so many different ideas, but there is a gap between the people who are making it happen and those who are not. The most unfortunate thing that I've experienced many times over is forgetting these really valuable ideas and only remembering them when I see it through someone else, or you see an actual finished product online or on a commercial, or your friend starts talking about it and you're like, man, no, that was my idea, blah, blah. But reality is, anyone can have a million ideas, but if you don't execute on it, you haven't done your due diligence to actually follow through on the process to make that happen. That's the exciting part about creativity, entrepreneurship, is because whether we like it or not, we're in competition. A lot of the ideas, I want to hear your thoughts on this, bro. A lot of the ideas, concepts that are out there right now, they've already been done. And a lot of these ones that are to come in the future have already been thought about, maybe even in a third world country, but they just don't have the right network. They don't know the right steps to get it done. They may not even have the resources. Say another individual, they might have the resources, or even if they have nothing mentally, they're like, I need to get this done. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I want to talk to anyone I can. They can refer me to the right person. And what are your thoughts on ideas and the potential of ideas in general?
I just want to backtrack about getting ideas out there first, what that actually means. It's very interesting as creatives and as artists, how much we value our own ideas or whatnot. I think the main thing is the idea got out there. that more so is important than anything else. It doesn't have to necessarily come from you. You don't have to take the credit for it. If I see a brand or something, I'm like, oh my god, they got the same idea as me. Like more times than not, I probably reference that idea to something else. Like it came from like a reference anyway, so like it wasn't actually my original idea. I think in terms of those who execute and those who don't execute, it could be a lot of things. I mean, those who have the financial backing to do so execute a lot faster. I think those who are restricted by not having money, resources, there's sort of limited interruptions. And with that being said, I read somewhere else, I think it was Nike or Adidas, something like that. It was some executive that came in, changed the culture in terms of the team coming up with ideas. What would have took, say, 1 or 2 years, he wanted it to come out with a shorter time limit, say 4 to 5 months, to see the feedback. Because I think feedback is far more important, and pace and efficiency, and there's more growth and progression that way.
Bro, I love this kind of topic because this really resonates with our type of audience, being creatives. Sometimes we get so caught up with it that we never go that extra next step. We need to shift from just like an idea is incomplete unless it's acted upon. And when you said, oh, if another brand got the same idea out for themselves, they'd be like, yeah, I'm happy that the idea got out. Like it's beyond just validated, you know? And I think collectively, even just as humankind, we need to get over ourselves and taking the credit for different things. We're here on this earth to help one another. We're here to help the world progress. Such innovative minds and people who are working on such a high level, like your Richard Bransons, your Elon Musks, these are people that are looking to solve billion people problems. The reality is, like you said before, that idea could be referenced for something else that already exists. It's been inspired by other people. It's been inspired by what God has given to us already. And that's a blessing in itself. I think we need to switch from the scarcity mindset that like, no, that's mine, and not seeing beyond, to an abundant mentality that everything is forever progressing. Once one thing is out there, it's going to evolve into something else. So coming from our standpoint as creatives, as entrepreneurs, in a way, it's our duty to get these ideas out there for people to be exposed so that they can think different. You know, we're being programmed so much growing up to follow different things, we forget to be ourselves, to express ourselves, to expand our minds. I think we're shifting now from competitive mindset to more a collaborative mindset and just working with other people to just get ideas out. It's like you and I, the fact that we can now collaborate, EB, you know, Escano Brothers, what it's about. It's that third entity in a way that's created. It's that third mind. Just by bouncing off different ideas, we come up with something new that we could never come up with before.
What you said before was huge, and it really made me think about something else. When you said ideas go out to the world, it just starts to evolve. And then maybe just think like the most influential figures in the world. Say like Tupac, for example. This guy was like, 24 years old when he died. He had certain concepts, certain ideas that at some point he knew he wasn't going to be around. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world.
Getting your ideas out there because you're going to inspire that next generation, and someone else is going to, take the torch from you. As creatives anyway, that's one of the biggest impacts that we can make.
Our call to action for this episode is ask yourself, how does my work currently inspire others, and in what way can I do more of that? We appreciate you joining us here at Mastermind Sessions. If you're loving this content, be sure to subscribe.
And if you learned a thing or two and have some valuable feedback for us, leave us a rate and review. We would greatly appreciate it, and we would love to read your feedback.
You were just a part of Mastermind Sessions.